your name and organization?
Yep. Rev Yearwood, President of Hip Hop Caucus. Today we're standing here to say stop the Dakota Access Pipeline. That is another injustice of not transitioning from fossil fuels to clean energy, but more importantly is overcoming tree rights and so many wrongs for the First Nation community. But we're standing here today because we want to make sure they keep it in the ground and we can move forward with clean energy and fight not only for this generation but for the next generation. And I'm just so encouraged by not only me just leaving Standing Rock and coming from North Dakota and now being here in D.C. and seeing that power of over 200 tribes coming together, but now seeing people from all over D.C. coming together as well. And so I'm just moved by that.
We haven't seen so much energy behind the environmental movement since the Indigenous people, the Red Nations, have stood up.
Well, I agree. I think part of that, we saw with Keystone, right? And I think that when you put the most vulnerable, those who are first and worst hit by climate change, out front, there's a passion that comes from that. There's an energy. And I think nothing wrong with the environmental movement, but I think that when you connect those dots and you create a climate justice movement that begins to connect the dots between climate and poverty and other issues, then it becomes a more probable kind of issue that it isn't just a pipeline regarding 1.5 degrees Celsius or 350 parts per million carbon, which we far exceeded, but it's really more issue that people now are dealing with an injustice today, and then you connect it to the future. And when those things come together, we can, as a unified kind of movement, we become very powerful.
Thank you, Reverend Yearwood.
No, thank you, brother.
People!